All right, everybody, what is going on? We're hopping into the level 10 links 200% showcase here for physical Beerus, and this is actually the first turn that I've got him on rotation. So what happened is we loaded in, and we had LR Beerus and Whis and Gowasu and Zamasu on a rotation, and then we had the double leader rotation and Beerus on the other rotation, and then we had Bulma in slot 7. So I had to float Beerus off on turn 2, and now here it is on turn 5. We finally have him here, and we actually have his active skill immediately. I don't know if we're going to get this like throughout the showcase, and this is like, you know, a good turn to use it on. We don't have Bulma support up because I had to float her off on turn 3, so her support's not up yet. But we do have Whis here who's giving support, so I figured, why not? We can just go ahead and use the active skill. The active skill is going to give us an extra 50% attack and defense for one turn. Attacks effective against all types and guaranteed to hit for one turn. Notice here how his defense is at 220k. After we use this, it's going to go up to about 330k. So let's go ahead and just open this up by popping the active skill. Did I heal out of it? I think I connoisseured out of it. Hang on. Well, well, this is interesting. I can't... We must be, like, at the HP threshold. One second. Alright, yeah, we're actually over 70% HP, so I guess we, like, healed up with Connoisseur, and we can't actually use the active skill on this rotation. So I guess it popped whenever we first, like, started the turn, but we can't actually use it. So anyway, let's go ahead and just collect some key spheres here and get the showcase started. So unfortunately, we can't open with the active skill. Beerus is here at 220k defense. After he takes a hit, we multiply that by 2.5. So what will that be at? That'll be 220012 times 2.5. So he's going to be at about 550k defense here post super attack with 40% damage reduction because we did get 7 orbs. So before he super attacks, he'll have 70% damage reduction, and after he super attacks, he'll have 40, which is still pretty decent. Let's go ahead and grab these for Whis and just hope that he dodges there at the end. So there we go, double digits, of course, for type advantage, and we open up with a 15 million attack stat. The only support that we have on rotation is from STR Whis. The LR Beerus and Whis aren't giving support, they're just giving us a, 6 out of 7 links, which is still nice. Hidden potential additional normal is pretty fun. I don't remember what my build is for Beerus. I think it's a balance of crit and additional, because whenever this guy first came out, I was using him, for, like, the Legendary Goku event, and so, like, getting a balance going there, I think, was good. It's like occasionally you did still want crit, and there was, like, Infinite Dragon Ball History stages and stuff like that at the time, and, like, Super Battle Road, where, like, the crit was still good, because you weren't always super effective against all types. Oh, we ate that super attack there. That's fun. We'll be right back. Oh, okay. Sorry. As soon as I pressed record, I, like, swallowed something wrong. Oh, my God, I'm dying. Okay. Anyway, we're back on rotation here with LR Beerus and Whis. We got Beerus here. Hopefully this time we don't just get cheap-shotted and, eat a super attack. That was very unfortunate. So let's grab those and see what's going on here. So this time we don't get hit first, and he's only got an 8.9 million attack stat. We did still get the 7 orbs, which is good, but so, our defense is going to be decent here. There we go, with the damage reduction. We're taking double digits here. I'm not too concerned about the damage they take in this fight, though. If we want to see them eat a super attack in this fight, I mean, that's fine. But I'm not too concerned about the level of damage that they're taking here. So anyway, I don't remember what I was saying before about this character, but this showcase is already off to, like, shenanigans. We open up, like, on turn 1. I think we can use the active skill. Nope, turns out we can't. Then we just eat a super attack immediately. I come back and I'm, like, coughing into the microphone and dying the moment I press record. This has just been a journey. We'll be back in a second with more Beerus on rotation. Hopefully this time again we don't just eat a 1 million damage super attack. That would suck. Alright, it's redemption time here for everybody, so we can grab our orbs that we need to, which is very nice, and we're going to get this rotation. We do not, this is going to be the exact same rotation as last time. We still don't have Bulma support up, because we floated her off last turn, so that is not up. Their full passive should be up, and Whis is going to dodge. I assume it was Whis that got super attacked last time, right? Like, it wasn't Beerus and Whis that took 1,000,000 damage. I don't know, whoever it was that took 1,000,000 damage, you guys better not. So Beerus is up to a 15.9 million attack stat. Remember that he is stacking attacks, so we're not really going to be able to see a max attack stack in this video. It's just going to be a matter of, you know, just getting several different rotations here, seeing him take damage. I mean, yeah, we're at double digits type advantage. I would expect that. So, yeah, I mean, he's looking fine, right? Like, Beerus, I'm more concerned about how he's going to do against, like, Merge Zamasu, maybe, like, Goku Black, who starts out, like, STR, and just seeing how he's doing in there. I think this guy definitely can be helpful for some teams in these Future Saga Red Zone stages. The question is going to be, what stages is he going to be helpful in, and are his partners good enough to run with him? That is the question. We'll be right back. All right, we got another rotation here of, you know, Beerus right here. So, you know, what's he going to be at on this turn? 298 is his defense on this turn. We do a Bulma support up, and then we have Gowasu and Zamasu giving defense as well. I mean, everybody's looking good here. You know, Beerus is going to get, you're going to multiply that by 2.5, so... I mean, he's going to be over, like, 600, like, almost 700k defense here, right? So he is at, let's see, 298, 483. After he gets hit, he's going to be at, multiply by 2.5, 746,000 defense post, getting hit here, which is going to be pretty good. And then Beerus and Whis, right, they get defense on super attack, which is good, and then healing as well. So yeah, I mean, it looks like this can be a decent rotation here, so we'll see how this ends up working out. Gowasu and Zamasu here, of course, you know, they're definitely Red Zone viable, right? Like, they were on several of my runs that I successfully beat Red Zone. So we'll see what happens here. We'll grab these, and then we'll just give them, like, this right here. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully, you know, we can see maybe... Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully we can see Rose super us. This should be double digits, since we have our 70% damage reduction up with, like, 300k defense. Yeah, pretty easy, double digits, very nice. And then he shoots out a 17.99 million attack stat. You know, he has Rainbow Orb changing. His defense is at 746k. He's at 40% damage reduction still. I mean, overall, pretty solid character. He gave us some HP regen through the Connoisseur link. Doesn't he heal on super attack as well? No, he doesn't heal on super attack, but he does heal with the Connoisseur link, and then they heal us. Beerus and Whis heal on their super attack effect. So, I mean, lots of healing going on here. So things are working out, and Beerus is looking really impressive. We will be back on the next rotation. Yeah, we'll be back on the next rotation. All right, here we go. We got another rotation. No support other than Bulma's here on this one. But again, we are stacking attacks, so we're just going to keep getting, you know, more and more everything. This time, though, we can't get our 7 orbs, so we're going to be missing out on the extra damage reduction, right? So we'll see if that plays an effect here. And then also, Beerus and Whis, I believe that their extra passive is worn off, maybe? I'm not too sure at the moment. I guess I could go ahead and fuse with these guys. I think the skips are on, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that just in case. We should be fine here. But yeah, just in case, so we don't die there at the end, let's go ahead and fuse with that Vegito unit before, you know, something detrimental happens to us with them. Maybe I should have just left them as they are, because we do need to take damage to get that active skill in the video, but we have plenty of characters around in this team that should, you know, take damage at some point, right? They're at a 9.9 million attack stat. I mean, that's pretty good for, you know, their EZA. It's like, the way this kind of works is that you're going to kind of get beat up on your first turn with these guys, but after that, they're going to kind of settle into place, and they're going to give you some healing for the next couple of turns, and so as long as you can survive, you'll be okay. Now, 388 there is definitely not ideal, but should be able to come back from that, so... there we go. We'll be back again in another rotation. Just keep getting more footage of these guys. We should have Whis around next turn again, so we can get that'll be probably the best attack stat in the video. So we'll get that one, and then we will move into the breakdown. So let me know what you guys think about physical Beerus, and let me know if you think that this rotation is viable. Of course, I'm not going to be bringing STR Whis into like any of these other showcases, but I figured I would bring him here since I figured we could get away with it. So yeah, we'll be right back. Hopefully this time we'll be able to get the active skill in the video. Here we are, and of course, we're not getting hit in slot 1. I couldn't have planned it any better. But anyway, let's go ahead. We'll play the active skill. Again, I don't know what you guys want me to do. It's like, of course, we're not getting hit here. We'll still be able to see the attack stat, because, you know, after Beerus actually gets hit, we'll be able to see, like, the attack stat change on the bottom. So we can take a look at what it would have been, but, like, come on, man. Like, could you have not put any attacks in slot 1, guys? Because I can't, like, wait. If I waited, though, it'd be, like, 6 rotations before I can get back here, and I'm not looking to go to turn 16 in this fight. So, here we go. Let's go ahead and play the active skill.
残念だが破壊するのは僕の仕事なんだ破壊神をなめるなよ
Alright, there we go. We got the active skill in, and so now his defense is up to 370k. Again, you just got to multiply that by 2.5. Listen, I don't know. That's going to be a high number, right? Like, it's going to be like 800 or something insane, right? Like, 370... 370, 720 multiplied by 2.5 is going to be 926k defense here after he receives an attack with, you know, his damage reduction and everything like that is definitely good. Let's go ahead and grab these orbs right here. We can just grab, you know, this for Beerus and Whis. That's fine. And then we can just grab, like, that orb right there. Okay, cool. Let's see what he puts out here. Again, without the attack bonuses at a 19.87 million attack stat without even receiving a hit. So now he's up to a 31.7 million. You guys see that down there where it says, like, 31.7 million is what he would have been at there had we actually taken a hit first. So, needless to say, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and move into the breakdown. Let me know what you guys think about physical Beerus. Let's break this guy down. Alright, this is Hot-Blooded God of Destruction Beerus. His leader skill is Exploding Rage or Realm of Gods, key 3, 170% to stats. I kind of mentioned this in the EZA video, but this isn't really going to matter too much. I mean, it could maybe help you out, like, in a Super Battle Road stage or for a mission down the line, but for the most part, you're not going to be running this guy as a leader. His super attack is the God of Destruction Edict. It infinitely raises attack by 30% every time he super attacks, immense damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers attack and defense, which is nice. Yeah, you can get some use out of this in some places. It's just not super prevalent at the moment in the difficult content. But yeah, I mean, this attack lowering occasionally they throw it in there, right, is like something you can do. His passive skill, God on God Showdown, attack plus 50% and defense plus 200% at the start of turn. He gets an additional 150% attack when performing a super attack. He gets 40% damage reduction with 3 key spheres obtained. He gets an additional 30% damage reduction for a total of 70 with 7 or more key spheres obtained. He gets an additional 150% attack and defense within the same turn after receiving an attack. And then he randomly changes a certain type of key sphere to Rainbow, and he gets super effective against all types when there is a Realm of Gods category enemy, which we have a couple of at the moment. This is his active skill, Wrath. Creative. 50% attack and defense and effective against all types for 1 turn. We saw that there at the end. It makes this guy hit really hard, especially if you have several stacks in like we did there. I mean, you guys saw almost a 32 million attack stat, super effective against all types, is really, really, really crazy. Can be activated when HP is 70% or less, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. This is interesting. This isn't like the worst condition ever, but you guys know as soon as you have an HP condition, it's already like the most inconsistent thing in the world, and then you start mixing that with a turn condition, and it can get a little tricky, especially whenever you're kind of healing with these guys. I mean, just like we saw, like, second one into the video, it's like I thought I could use the active skill, but Connoisseur actually healed us out of it, so I was unable to do that, which is unfortunate. These are his links. It's a pretty standard Beerus link set. I mean, it's just what it is. And then these are his categories. He's on a number of categories, but he's only on a few 200% leaders, and really only one I would consider using in like the most difficult content at the moment. which is interesting, right? If Turles was better, I would consider using him there, but Turles is not better. Turles is bad, and then this guy doesn't work well with Turles because he has like a Beerus link set, so you got to use him around other Beerus characters, and it's like it's too much to try to use him on like a Turles team. Anyway, these are his best linking partners. You guys can see it's pretty much just like Beerus and like Champa units, and then Dragon Ball Super Broly actually does share quite a few links because they have like Prodigies, Shocking Speed, like Berserker, and Fierce Battle. So they really only share 3 links, but yeah, you guys get it, right? So yeah, for the most part, you just want to run this guy next to a Whis or a Beerus and Whis or another Beerus, something like that. I still think that we could get like a, like another Rage Beerus or something sometime in the future, or like a Hakai Beerus, something like that. But yeah, I think this guy's decent, but you guys let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Get this guy's EZA done. You never know. Like, I mean, for one, it's like 34 stones or whatever for free. And he's pretty decent. So yeah, I'm excited to get this guy up against Merge Zamasu. We're going to do that next. And I'll catch you guys in that video. That'll probably be today, maybe, or tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Not sure when I'm going to put these all out yet.